Right, I've got a name of a perpetrator. I'm not going to tell you exactly how I got it, but it begins with phone numbers. Now, his name is Herbert U. Jackson, or Herbert Jackson. We'll just call him that for now. He lives at his mother's address. His mother would be 101 years old. Her name is Addie Jackson, and his sister lives up the road on Grover Road or somewhere like that. I always knew that it'd be a middle-aged man who'd been left a house by his mother. So I'm leaving this for record. This is definitely for record. I should have done this a long time ago, but here we go. It's 5311 South Bartow Road, Bartow 30413, Georgia, USA. Now that's his mother's address, and she should be about 101, so I probably reckon she's deceased and he's living in her house. But his PO box number's 200 meters away from that address. So in other words, his address is in his mother's name and he's only got a PO box number. He's also got a Facebook called Herbert Jackson that's got a king's crown for his profile picture, and within it he tells you how much he hates religion and how biased religion is. And he's got pictures of Cabbage Patch Kids, scary ones, with the headings of how they hate religion. And he's also got a picture of Betty Boo. Now I know it's definitely the same Herbert Jackson because I've seen Betty Boo doing stuff. There's also there's a few perpetrators I'm going to leave, but I'm just going to leave this one for now. They leave little clues like trophies for you to discover. And the Herbert U. Jackson on Facebook is black and he's used a fake ID. I'll explain why he's used a fake ID and why he's used his real name under a different profile. But this will only register to anyone that knows Herbert U. Jackson or Herbert U. Jackson himself, because the rest will just think, well, how's he got it from a phone number? Well, if you not only have we got synthetic telepathy, we're able to pick their minds as well, because we hear all their filth and all their imagination, their horrible imaginations. So we can pick the thoughts. I know that Herbert Jackson's email address is herbertjackson2002@yahoo.com. Now I've got that because I've asked very quickly what your email address is. When you're talking to a certain person, you've got relevance with them, and you try and bypass your own thoughts to receive someone else's. Now it takes a lot of doing, but you can eventually do it, and that's how I received the email address. Now you've probably already heard of it, but if you type in the first 3 digits of your phone number, type in the first 3 digits on a calculator, or if you write it, no, you need a calculator, so type in your first 3 digits. Now we all know that the first 2 are 07, probably. So if you do that, and then you multiply it by 80, then you add 1 to your previous answer, multiply the previous answer by 250, add the last 4 digits, repeat step 5, which is add the last 4 digits, subtract 250 from the answer, then divide the answer by 2. I'll let you figure the rest out because you're supposed to put the last 4 digits in as well, but I did it a different way. I did it so you don't need the last 4 digits. And I found out first of all that Herbert Jackson were using CB Chat, which is an app on Google Play. It enables you to talk to anyone in the world in crystal clear audio, just like a CB radio. So I presume they use that for the actual, for the frequencies, for the actual, the job that it does itself, which is broadcasting all over the world in clear audio. And he used to call himself, most of the broadcasters call themselves cunts with a K, K-U-N-T-S, and he says that he's the founder. There's a few that said the founder, but whatever that means, I don't know. And his name's Fat Albert or Fatal Bert. I knew this before I actually found the phone number and and this Facebook. And when you put them all together, you can't really miss. But that is who he is. He said that it was impossible to get an address and a phone number out because we've got thought projection and we need to bypass his own thoughts and fears before we receive any information from them, which is true. But when you know that it's binary, you can choose between yes or no, and there's no such thing as I don't know. It's either yes or no if you know that it's binary. So this is for the record. I know not many people understand it, but it is for the record. It's a Herbert Jackson. So there you go.